Good morning. I am on vacation. First day of vacation, and it's actually kind of a dreary morning, but excited about getting a lot of work done over the next week on the van. And so got some great things planned for this week. Actually, today I'm going to be focusing on the floor, trying to get the subfloor down so we can lay the vinyl tile on top of the subfloor. So actually I need to go to Home Depot this morning to get some supplies, and I had also ordered some countertop laminate sheeting and some whatnots for the van. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot this morning, get those supplies, and also tomorrow is my wife and I's 22nd year anniversary, I think it is. I think it's 22nd. And so I gotta swing by and get her a card. I better not forget that, right? So anyways, yeah, so let's get started. Okay guys, went to Home Depot and got back. It seems like I never can just go there real quick. Every time I go there, it's just like hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes before I can get out of there. But I got some supplies. I just want to show you some of the things I got. One of the things I've been hearing about is the need to ventilate the refrigerator. And so one of the things I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be ducting the AC work so it comes out near the top of the refrigerator to help eliminate heat. And then also my thought is on days when, or times when the AC is not running and just the max air fan is running, it would be great to actually pull that heat away from the refrigerator as well. And my thinking is the reason why you want to do that is so that a refrigerator runs efficiently. So after looking at some possibilities of how to do that, my thought is I'm going to cut the floor, a hole in the floor, and use this. It's actually a dryer one-way valve. Use this so when the max air fan is on, it opens up, and then when it's off, gravity just closes it. So I'm probably going to do that. That's coming up. And then I also got some Rust-Oleum rust reformer. My thought is I'm going to spray that in. These are the bolt holes where the seats came out, and some of that is all rusted, and so I'm going to spray in there, and then also probably on the bolts, and then maybe even use Plasti Dip and cover those with some Plasti Dip to help shelter it from water and weather. Let me give you an idea of what I'm going to do, thoughts for the subfloor. I have thought extensively about what I would do for the subfloor, and everything from rattle trap to different thermal barriers and stuff like that. And what I've come to is basically, number one, not doing rattle trap. Just the original floor that was in here, which had actually like a denim insulation with the carpet on top. That was the original floor. I had no problems with the noise. I think it was fine. So what I'm wanting to really insulate for is not so much noise, but for insulation purposes for the heat and the AC. And so let me just give you a little breakdown of what my plan is here. All right, so first of all, you can see the floor is very ribbed, and so what I'm going to do, and this is the thought here, is I bought these foam mats from Home Depot this morning, and I'm just going to cut them in strips and lay them in these valley areas, just to kind of level out the floor a little bit. Okay. Then on top of that, get this here. On top of this, let's say this is part of the floor here. On top of that will go the denim insulation and foil thermal barrier. Goes on top of that. So really this would be the first level layer above the floor, being as that this right here is just going to be in the valley areas. Okay, so that then I think this is 1/2 inch extruded foam. On top of the 1/2 inch extruded foam, that will go over across the whole thing as well. I'm going to have some Luan. This is just a piece that I'm actually going to be using for the part of the ceiling, but just to give you an example, Luan will go on top of that, and then on top of the Luan, the vinyl plank. And so that gives you an idea of the subfloor and the plan for the flooring. Hopefully it doesn't give me, really it's just going to add, I'm going to kind of show you here the amount of thickness that it will add to the floor. Is if that's a 1/2 inch, maybe it's another 1/2 inch for the, well, that's really compressed, so maybe 1.5 inches. So I think that's pretty good. I think it'll give me the insulation that I need, and also soundproofing. Just the mere fact that I have those layers down will help eliminate rattles and just kind of deaden some of the van noise coming in. And so yeah, because I was reading a lot about rattle trap and people installing that and how much work it was, and a lot of guys, actually a number of them, or I should say Into the Mystery, actually ripped his up, and I feel like I just don't want to go through that whole process of doing that, being as it seems to be a huge amount of work. And I think this solution is going to give me the effects that I need. So right now what I'm going to do is start sweeping the van out, rust proofing these bolt holes. I also need to figure out the solution for the couch, the jackknife sofa that's going to go right here, because I want to bolt it down as well to the floor, and I got to figure out how to do that as well in this process. So anyways, yeah, let's get started. Alright, so this is the vent that I talked about earlier for the pulling in a outside air into the van underneath the refrigerator. And this piece of steel actually goes straight down right here, so there's nothing in the way there. And so what I'm thinking is I'm going to just drill out a piece right here, and then I'll install this after I install the floor. So in the flooring I'll have to make accommodations for that hole as well. So all right. Okay, finally got it in here, and I wanted to get it tight, but not so tight that this didn't move freely. So it seems to be working pretty good. I need to clean up all these shavings. One thing I've learned is shavings create rust potential, so I got to clean that up as well. But now that I have the hole, now I know where when I lay the subfloor, I need to know then I need to cut that out in the subfloor as well. So put that right there, and all right, moving right along. Okay, I think I have found a solution to a problem that has been eluding me for a while. And the problem and the challenge I had was, I'm going to have my battery bank an inverter over here, but over on the other side of the van I have actually most of the things that need to be powered on the other side of the van. So my concern was, how am I going to send wires to the other side underneath the subfloor? One of my thoughts was to do the vinyl planking long ways this way. That way I could make one of those planks removable and make basically a cable chase in there. Now I'm realizing that there are actually little holes that are right here by the wheel well, and the same one on the other side. And it's a possibility that I could actually drill that hole out a little bit bigger, maybe make it about that big, so I can send larger cables through, and send those cables underneath the floor, under the van, and then come out on the other side. And I think that would be probably a better thing. The only thing I could think of that might be a challenge is that the cables underneath you know, are going to get dirty or whatever, but they should be shielded well enough that it shouldn't be a problem. So rather than having to do that cable chase in the flooring, then that means I could just do the whole flooring, as you know, without any breaks in the subfloor, which would be a more solid foundation. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut those holes out and use that as a way to run wiring underneath. And then I could also as well run wiring. Yeah, I could run wiring through the ceiling as well, but I think it's just cutting those out. That's just going to add some extra options for me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right, let's cut them. Okay, and the other thing I forgot to mention that was recommended to me actually by Into the Mystery was to make sure that I cover anything that can mold on the floor and in the walls. So for instance, some of this, I'm guessing what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint some of this rubbery stuff, and with this Kills original, and hopefully that will inhibit any mold as well. So I appreciate all the tips and suggestions everybody's giving. I tell you what, it is a mental challenge building something like this, because you want to make sure you get it right the first time. Anyways, at least I do, because I don't want to do it over again, and I don't want things to rust and rot and mildew it without me knowing it. So anyways, thanks for all the tips, guys. Okay, I think I'm going to hold off on cutting those holes actually because I want to use this little these are used for desks, where you drill a hole in the desk and you slide this in. It becomes a cable chase that you can slide cables through, or bigger cables through. But this is too small, so it needs to be bigger. So I need to find a bigger one of these things. I don't know what it's called. Saw hole or something like that. So maybe I'll see if I can borrow one or buy one from Home Depot. So okay, so I just actually went over to my neighbor's, and great guy, very awesome woodworker, and he had some, but the ones that he had were for wood, and actually the ones he had weren't even big enough. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to drill it out, maybe try it initially with this. I don't know if it's going to be able to go in because there's a hole already there, and so there'd be nothing to keep this thing centered. But I'll try, and then if that doesn't work, I'm just going to use the old jigsaw. It takes a little bit longer, but should be able to make it. So all right, here goes. Okay, well, it's 4:02. It's been a great day so far. It actually started off gloomy, then got sunny, and now it's back to cloudy again. But I got a lot done, I think, today. I'm not going to totally quit right yet, but I just want to give you guys an update. So I got this pad. This is like comfort pad that I bought at Home Depot, and that was one sheet, and almost did all of it. I probably should have ordered a second one, but I have some of this pad. I got like 4 of these that I can use, so I'll probably use this to finish this up. But it's looking good, I think. It actually looks really level, and I think that's going to really do a good job in supporting the subfloor. And I got these drilled out, and I tell you what, let me just pop one of these in here, see how it looks. Okay, which one can you see? Can you see that one? Yeah. All right. So that's nice. If I want to, I can put cables through there, and if I need to, I can totally seal it up. And then I actually did this one over in this corner here, because the corresponding side, there was all a bunch of stuff there. So put this one in here. Yep, looks good. Looks professional. So we just have to make sure again when we do the subfloor that we make a hole that will be available to access those. So that's good. I'm glad about that. And then I got my I don't know if you could see it. I got this one, this AC, no, I mean not AC, but refrigerator. And I got this one, this refrigerator vent, and that's just going to go right in here. Be careful of metal splinters. This one's a little tight, but I got it in before, so I know it'll go. And I actually like it when it's not too loose. There we go. Wow, that's a nice fit. Oh, too tight. It's not opening easily. That means I probably need to trim off a little bit more. There we go. Whenever I pop it down all the way, it's doing it. I wonder if I should. You know what? We should test this out, actually. Well, I've got all these holes, so I need to close these holes up before I can actually really test this out. But I'm thinking that should pull in enough air pressure to open that. So, all right, cool. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a day. My back is hurting. And I think I got most of the valleys filled in here. So I feel like I've accomplished a whole lot today. So, being first day of vacation, and I have 11 days of vacation, so we'll see how much I can get done. Alright, well, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to post those, and any advice. I'm always open to advice as well. So, alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.